Hi, I'm Adam Ryan from Moby Health, and I have 4 gluteal/core exercises that you can utilise into your exercise regime to improve strength and stability in that middle section. Really good for runners, really good for cyclists. Trying to activate those deep muscles, the superficial muscles, but have all those tissues and that whole structural system work as one complete unit to improve your efficiency and, most importantly, that strength and stability that us runners and cyclists need to continuously improve our performance. Exercise number 1 is called a band sit to stand. And this exercise is pretty straightforward. Basically, all you'll need is a TheraBand of some sort. You'll tie that around the knees, and maybe you have it about 1 or 2 inches above the actual knee joint. Then you're going to need to use a box or some sort of elevated platform behind you. You'll pop 1 foot up on that box so it's quite stable and comfortable. And from here, make sure you're about a shoulder width separated between the knees. And then you're going to simply drop down into a single-sided lunge. You want to transfer your weight over the front of your body, stand up tall. So we're maintaining that lateral line, so a lot of those muscles in the glutes and lateral core are firing as we go down. To avoid that knee folding in, we're using the muscles on the outside portion of that gluteal system to stabilise the joint. Really important for running, really important for cycling when you get up out of the saddle. So you notice that I'm staying nice and clean with my lines, nice and smooth, slow control count, slightly lean forward, hinging from the hips. No real load through that back foot. This can also be done in a standing position, not quite as effective, but you do get a very similar reaction in the gluteal system. Exercise number 2 is the side plank press. Now I'm sure most of you are familiar with the side plank, so a quick demonstration of the actual side plank. I want you to drop down with your top leg in front for this particular exercise, and a split stance over so. From here, you'll hold that nice clean core line. This is a traditional side plank, really good for basic stability of the lateral line, important for runners and cyclists alike. To make this a little bit more specific, to increase the intensity, we grab a dumbbell and we create an artificial load or momentous load that's going to have our core react. So we drive the weight up into a side press, and then we drop the weight down. Drive the weight up and drop the weight down. Now what's happening here, every time I try to pull that weight above my head and of course then release it, my side core is reacting to that change in load, which is very important for improving your strength and stability with. Exercise number 3 is the lying hip drive. And this is similar to what you might know as a glute bridge or a single hip raise or double hip raise. It doesn't matter, it's very similar and creates the same effect. So if you want to use a bridge, absolutely inject that exercise if you like. But this exercise isolates the glutes and stimulates extension in a more specific way. We'll lie down, we'll use the edge of a box or a bench or something. You'll pop your calves up on that box. We're trying to close the chain a little here. So one leg goes up, we isolate the left side, and we drive that hip up like so. Tap our bottom down on the ground and then drive back up again. Tap back down and drive back up again. Tap down and drive up. As you get more experience, you can then extend further back on the box, and you then do the exact same thing, drive up, come back down. This will recruit a lot more of the hamstrings. So if you are a little bit tight in the hamstrings, probably avoid starting with the heel on the box, start with the calves on the box. Exercise number 4 is the medicine ball reach. Very simple exercise, but we're trying to stimulate the glutes in what's almost known as a deceleration-like exercise. So we go into a split stance here, and you're going to create momentum with the weight. So I've got a 4 kilo medicine ball, and I'm going to simply pretend to drop that ball down and have my glutes and hips react to it. So I'll drop that weight down and then drive back up. Drop the weight down, drive back up. Drop down, drive up. So I'm hinging from my hips go back as I lift that weight up, hips forward. Hips back, hips forward. So you're really emphasising extension through the hip girdle. You're trying to create lots of stimulation through that posterior chain, which is really important for runners and cyclists alike. So there you have it, 4 gluteal/core exercises that you can add into your exercise regime to help improve core stability, core strength and functionality when it comes to running or cycling. Also can translate over to any other sport where you've got to be up on your feet and moving around and be maintaining stability and staying injury free. With these exercises, I would suggest starting with something low level, so maybe one set of about 45 to 60 seconds per exercise. Remembering if you do single limb stuff, which is predominantly most of those exercises, you do need to make sure that you do both sides evenly and make sure the rep range is exactly the same. So if you do 15 reps in 45 seconds on the left side, don't worry about timing the other leg, just do 15 reps on the right side. I would then progress possibly every week, so maybe every week or every second week, look at adding an extra set until you can comfortably get through 3 sets of each exercise. It'll take you around 20 to 30 minutes to get through the full workout, and then it's about a matter of maintaining and repeating those exercises, maybe adding a bit more load, increasing the speed, making it a bit more challenging and more stressful to your system to have your body react and respond. I'm Adam Ryan from Moby Health. Until next time.